Hi everyone, I'm back with another art journal video. Today I'm working on this mini journal. The first thing I'm doing is adding these autumn leaf digiprint, which I've already fussy cutted, onto the page as per how I like it. So after auditioning how I want the leaves, I will start gluing them with the help of matte medium. After I glued the leaves, there will be certain small places which are empty, but eventually I'll fill them with some gesso and color. My first thought was to cover these empty spaces with the leftover leaves, which I have cut a little bit. Then I tried a fresh leaf and tried to put it here, but then I was not liking how those pieces or a fresh leaf cut is making the page look, so I decided otherwise and put a lot of matte medium on top of the leaves for the next layer. Alright, now I have dried the page and trimmed the leaves, so the page is looking really nice. So moving on to the next layer, which is adding gesso to the page to just push back the leaves in the background. And while the gesso is still wet, I added some puff titanium acrylic paint with the page so as to give it a little bit of a warmth color on the page. So after applying the paint, while everything is still wet, I added few sprinkles of the water and used a piece of cloth to remove the extra paint so that the leaves can start showing up, because at this time the leaves were completely hidden behind the layer of gesso and paint. So I wanted them to show because of course it's an autumn page, so that's the reason. Once everything is dried, I have pulled out the stencil to add some texture onto the page. I have used vintage photo for adding the texture, and once I'm done that, I'm going to use the same color, vintage photo distress ink, to distress the edges of the art journal. Okay, now I'm happy with how the page looks, so it's time to start putting up the focal element. And I have got this beautiful pumpkin fussy cuts from making and creating fussy cut fall digital print, and that's what I'm using here. So after seeing how I'm going to place it, I'll start adding more element to the focal image. Okay, I'm happy with the placement. I'm started gluing everything down, as you can see. Really happy with the composition. It's very nice and sweet, and the whole page is looking very nice with addition of the focal element. And because this is a fall related our general page, so how can we not resist not adding gold into the page? So I am doing that with the help of adding some yellow splatters using this watercolor, gold watercolor. The watercolor will take some time to dry out, but you can already see it shining onto the page, adding a very subtle and beautiful hint. Really happy with it. Alright, now the focal element is done. It's time to add the quote. So that's what I'm printing using this stamp set for alphabets onto my page. Adding some distress to the edges of the quote which I have cut from the paper. Now it's time to glue the quote down onto the page. I'm using PVA glue for the same. So everything is now stuck down, and here's a close-up. I'm loving how the impression of those fall leaves are showing in the background along with the splatters, the subtlety of those pumpkin and those leaves on top of it. And here's the shine. Love it. It's looking very nice. I wish you can see this in person. So guys, this is it. Hope you like the page. If you like it, do give it a thumbs up, share with friends, leave comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.